Well, I started working out at Avalon, and there was a few boys that playing cricket here and working at Avalon, Georgie Mirovic. And I went to school with a lot of blokes that played at North, but I wasn't allowed to play junior football because I just go to church. Mum was always go to church sort of thing when I was younger, so I couldn't play sport. And then I started working at Avalon in my apprenticeship. And Georgie said, I'll just come down, just starting an under-17s team, start playing, and that's how I ended up getting down here.
So you mentioned George's name. Who were some of the other guys that were down here when you were first?
Me would catch a bus from work from Avalon. It'd be me, Stuart Hardman, Darryl Jones, who else? Peter Fuller. Who else? Craig Fisher was around, but he'd stopped playing by then. Darryl Fisher. And Ian Cockerell, all the Cockerell brothers.
Yeah. So that was your under-17 introduction to the club. Now, what about when you broke into senior company? Tell us about some of those experiences, because it's like anything when you're a young person breaking into senior sport.
Well, seniors it was good in the 17s. Like Ronnie Willis was coaching the seconds, and you'd come in and say, "Oh, you want to fill in the seconds? Any of you guys?" So I'd always put your hand up, sit on the bench. That's when I started going a couple of years in. I started when I was about 76, 75, 76. And then from that, just eventually, probably in 1979, got my first senior game, I think. Played against, what was it? Club, not St Joey's, the other club was St Joey's, next to St Joey's.
Oh, St Peter's.
St Peter's, yeah, it was the first senior game. I played on Stephen Welsh, I think. He's at Geelong now. And Pinhead and Stuart Hardman, my mate, he played on Kevin Higgins. That was a big first game. I think Steve kicked 8 goals on me, and Kevin Higgins was kicking 10 goals a game every year in them days. And Stuart Pinhead kept him goalless for 3 quarters, and then he kicked 10 goals in the last quarter. So yeah, that was my introduction to senior football.
So way back then, when you're playing your first game of senior footy, did you envisage that you'd play as many games as you did in
No, not
the
at
old
all.
record?
Not at all. No, nowhere near it. I was very lucky because I didn't get injured much. They call me the rubber man, me mates, because I'd never get injured, which is funny to me, but when you run straight lines, you don't get injured. It's when you do your balking players and stuff like that, that's when you get hurt. I was never that sort of player. I was just straight to the ball type of player. So I was pretty lucky with injuries, I've got to admit that. It was, good times.
Tell me about some of the most memorable experiences, like premierships and things like that.
Oh, well, premierships. 88 was pretty good. Big championship. Not that I remember much of the game. Celebrations more than the game, pretty much. But it's such a terrific feeling when you get your first premiership. Undefeated champions. That was big.
Just remind me, who was coach that year?
Dennis Hines was coach.
Oh, Dennis, yeah. Okay.
And,
Hines coached a couple, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, what was your take on Hines? He's
I didn't like Hines much. No, he's good. Hines is all right. The thing with Hines is, because I was more a seconds player than a senior player. The thing with Hines, if you got a game in the seniors, I was usually just a fill-in, pretty much. And I'd be sitting on the bench, and with Hines, unless you get 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the last quarter, unless someone got hurt, sort of thing. That was his game style, which is fine by me. I was just wrapped being on the bench, really, being part of the senior team. Yeah, that was memorable. Captain of the 1986, was it? 86, captain of the second side, that was pretty memorable. Played with a lot of my mates, which were senior players. They came sort of give it away for senior football. Came down, played in the seconds, which is good. That was a good year.
Take us through some of those names that you talk about, some of your mates. Like, I love hearing their name get mentioned.
Like blokes like Tim Swenison and Jeff Marnie's my best mate now. He played 5 games that year, I think, and he won the best and fairest in the seconds. And Tim Swenison, he'd played senior football his whole life. I said, come play with us. Yeah, all right, I'll play. And he ended up playing the year, and he said to me, he goes, senior premierships, because he played a lot of senior premierships, or seconds football premierships, he goes, there's no difference. Once you win it with your mates, it's fantastic. Jamie Marnie was there. Sweno was coach. Ivan Jovanovic. Some good mates, good blokes there.
Who were the most influential characters on you in your time at the club, whether they be coaches, captains, just other players, administrators?
Well, most influential on it. Kevin Harrington coached 1 year, and like I said, I'd never played a lot of junior football, and he sort of took me under his wing and he sort of taught me how to kick a bit better than I used to be able to kick. He'd sort of explain stuff to me, football stuff, where a lot of other coaches didn't. They sort of just get on the track and train and whatnot. He sort of took me under his wing and he showed me how to drop a ball and just stick it on your arm and run, mate. You got the speed, just put it on your arm and run and stuff like that. The box, Kenny Rigg, really admired him. He was a halfback flanker, which I am, and I really loved the way he played his football. I admired him a lot. Dracker, he was just such a skillful player. Stephen Drakosevic, he was just such a talented footballer. Pity he had such bad knees. Jonesy, Tim Swenison. Tim Swenison, just one of the best footballers I've ever seen in our league. Jonesy, he was another good player. Darryl Jones.
You obviously had some individual success at league level. Is that right? Or is that your GDFL?
That's a GDFL. That's a GDFL life membership.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's your.
That's a North.
And that's your North one.
Yeah.
So, all right. So being recognised by both the club and the league.
Yeah.
What's that mean to you?
That means a lot. By the club especially. I got this in 88, 89. I've been on the committee since probably 88. So it was good to get the life membership under the belt, which was a really proud moment for me because you don't expect stuff like that. You love the club, like you come to the club, play your footy, but in them days you'd have the Sunday barrels and stuff like that. One of the best clubs, just people around the club were so good. Just even the seniors, didn't matter if you're a low life under 17s player, not a low life, but a young under 17 or whether you're a senior player, you all had communication with each other, banter with each other, which is really good. That's what I really loved about the club. Really family orientated. They'd hang shit on you all the time, but you could hang shit on them too, and they wouldn't take offence. It was a really good club to be involved with. Yeah, and then once you hit 300 games, the league, we were the first club. There was probably 6 of us that got life membership that year, and the league said they'd been going for 100 years or whatever, and they hadn't had any life members in 60, 70 years. So there was 6 of us. It was me and Birchie from this club, and a few players from other clubs that got their life membership through the league, which was good on the league's point of view. And that was special too, but the North one's more special for me.
So with the club celebrating 150th anniversary, what's it mean for you to have played such a significant part of that, both as a player and obviously as a committee member?
Well, I love the club. I always have loved the club. For me, it's pretty much my 15 minutes of fame. I hope it gets broken, but nowadays football, I don't think it will get broken. But I hope it does get broken, but yeah. That is my 15 minutes of fame, and that's my legacy pretty much. My name's on the glass on the board, which is really special for me. And because I'm not a great footballer, but I love that I'm the club record holder at this club. Everyone's going, when I was getting closer to games record and or giving me getting me out. You can't have a Spaniard as the best, most goal games played at a club, at a football club. Get real. But no, they were doing it in jest. It was all in love, and I'm really proud of that, and hopefully it will stand forever.